What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy Tropical NHL back at it again for a brand new Habs related video. Today we're going to be talking about Arber Xhekaj, and yeah, some people have suggested that the Canadiens might need to trade the guy away, and I don't get it, man. Why are people suggesting that? Like on radio, at TV, on Twitter, there's been people suggesting in articles that the Montreal Canadiens might need to trade up Arber Xhekaj. Like I said, I don't get it. I don't think that the Habs should even look at trading Arber Xhekaj. You need those types of players on your team, and when you're going to be making the playoffs in a couple of years, you will need a Arber Xhekaj on your teams. But yeah, before getting into the video, I invite you guys to subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to get the 5K subscribers before the summer, 21st of June. There's like a month and a half left. We're 1.5K away. That's kind of really far, but 70% of people watching the videos aren't subscribed. So if you could subscribe and help me out with that, that would be amazing. Let's try and get 100 likes on this video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, Arber Xhekaj, defenseman for Montreal Canadiens. He was a rookie this year. His season ended in a really bad situation when his shoulder got dislocated in a fight with Edmonton Oilers defenseman Vincent Deslauriers. He got surgery on his shoulder. It's all fixed up now. He should be ready for the start of training camp next year. He's 22 years old. This year he got 13 points in 51 games, 101 penalty minutes in 51 games. The guy's been defending his teammates. He's been fighting off the opponents. He's been hitting hard, playing hard in front of the net. The Montreal Canadiens didn't have a player like this for like decades, man. They didn't have a player like this for decades, and a player like this that is also able to play hockey. He's not only a goon, he's not only a guy that can fight, he has skills as well. He can score on the power play, he can do anything on the ice, and it was only his rookie season. So can you just imagine how useful this guy will be when we're going to be heading into the playoffs, when we're going to be battling for a Stanley Cup? You don't trade up guys like this, and to see so many specialists, so many people making articles saying, oh, the Habs should trade Arber Xhekaj, they have too many left-handed defensemen, they need to clear up some space on the defense, they need to get rid of one of those guys. They could flip Xhekaj for a forward or for a right-handed defenseman, or trade Xhekaj to draft Reinbacher, and blah 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 blah. I even saw a guy on Twitter suggesting that the Canadiens should package Arber Xhekaj with the Florida Panthers pick to get closer to the top 10 to draft defenseman David Reinbacher. Like, that wouldn't be a bad idea, but I don't think that Arber Xhekaj should be the guy sacrificed for this. I mean, if you're gonna trade a young defenseman, I'd like it more to be Jordan Harris, because guys like Jordan Harris, yes, he's good. Yes, he has a really, really big amount of potential. Yes, he is an amazing human being. And yes, he needs to be a part of the future if possible. But if I had to sacrifice one of those guys, it would be Jordan Harris, because Jordan Harrises are easier to find than guys like Xhekaj and guys like Goulet. So why trading Xhekaj? We've been searching for a guy like this for decades. Now that we have it, you want to trade him? I really don't get it, and I don't get those rumors talking about Xhekaj getting traded. Why do we have to make rumors about all the players? Every time we have a players that we like, you're just like, oh, let's trade him. Let's do this. Let's do that. No, they're not going to be trading Arber Xhekaj. That would be stupid. Well, if they get an offer to get a superstar forward for Arber Xhekaj, I'd do it. But like, if you don't get anything crazy for him, you keep him. You keep him, you develop him, and he's going to be really useful in the playoffs in the future. Just look at Radko Gudas with the Florida Panthers. He's useful as hell. He's been physical in front of the net. He's been really useful in a lot of situations, and Arber Xhekaj has a lot more skills and a lot more potential than Radko Gudas. So just imagine how much Xhekaj will be useful in the playoffs when the Canadiens will be ready to contend for a Stanley Cup. He's a keeper. Like, he's a keeper. You don't trade up guys like that unless you can get like a really big amount of value or a really big steal out of him. And if you really need to trade up a young defenseman to clear up some space, you trade Jordan Harris, not Arber Xhekaj, man, come on. So yes, for me, Arber Xhekaj, depending on the return, is an untouchable. You don't trade up guys like that, you develop them. 6'4", 240 pounds, 22 years old, can score on the power play, has skills, he can fight, he can hit, he can do anything. So develop him and keep him. He's going to be a really, really useful asset in the future in the playoffs for the Habs on the top four. And we need to have guys like that on our team. You saw it. When he got injured, the Canadiens were getting bullied on the ice because the other teams weren't scared of anybody on the Montreal Canadiens. When Arber Xhekaj was on the ice, you saw the difference. People weren't like searching for shit as much. Arber Xhekaj is a keeper. Don't trade him. If you need to trade up a defenseman, trade up Jordan Harris, trade up Joel Edmondson, but don't trade up Arber Xhekaj. Like, come on. And on top of all of that, he's one of the fan favorites. He loves it being in Montreal, so you keep him. Keep him. Future assistant captain right there. So yeah, let me know what you guys all think about this in the comments below. It's been your boy, Tropical NHL. Have a nice rest of your day, and I'll see y'all later for another video. Bye-bye.